Football League.
We are across the Atlantic on the Emerald Isle as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the vibrant capital city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the River Hogs of Salt Lake City taking on the Orbits of Dublin. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys currently sitting at 500, 2-2 through 4 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys back home following their international trip a week ago. So we'll see if all that traveling has any lingering effects going forward. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, so happy to be here. We are underway from Dublin, folks, in the NFL International Series. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their signal caller, now at his 4th season in the NFL.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing now, DeVito. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with Devin Neal. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Hey, look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Third and 5. Looking to throw, Thompson. He finds his man, complete. It's Neal. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Thompson going to throw it. To the right side, complete to Miller. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A first down carry now for Miller. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Thompson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
That's another Dublin first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
10 yards on the
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
brings up 3rd
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run it again with Miller. Try to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This is Neal. And he stopped immediately there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Thompson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Right. Set hut. 10 black. Set hut.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A gain of 10 yards.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Black hut.
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Brings up second.
Ready. Yellow. 40. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Salt Lake City first down.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 6.
Now it's DeVito.
First down, Riverhogs.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Let's go. Set.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
It's a gain of 14.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to him on first down. And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Come on. Set. Ready.
DeVito going to look to throw it. Throw left side. He's got Tillman. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Cedric Tillman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Riverhogs.
A 10-play drive that time. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again, and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
Yeah, now they'll try to pile on.
Set. Ready. Blue. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Touchdown! Jamari Thrash, his first touchdown on the year. And the Riverhogs are able to add on to that lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Slide for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a handoff to Neal. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right?
Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third and 4.
Ready.
To the air is DeVito. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready.
On 1st down, Sampson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 12.
Let's go.
1st down, Salt Lake
45.
City.
1 set.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Yellow, 20, hut.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Come on, set. Yellow, 43. Ready.
To throw, it's DeVito. Setting up the screen for Sampson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
Fly on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Dublin's offense now set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now it's Thompson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Here's DeVito. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This one complete to Gresham. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
60 red.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Black 43 rail. Strike 60. Hut.
To throw is DeVito. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He'll get this complete to Tillman. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Thompson out of the shotgun here. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Thompson fakes the handoff. Now going to throw it. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Thompson now. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Thompson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Off play action. Thompson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
I call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 20. And the Salt Lake City first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down in the yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 15-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Come on, set. 45, wide, set, hot.
On third down, Sampson. Well, he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things is it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Off the play fake, it's Thompson. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Open man is Tipton.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Thompson looking to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Sticking with Thompson here.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
They'll go for it. Here's Thompson.
That is caught. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Inside handoff now. Miller.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Thompson. Able to find Willis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15 yards.
15 yards on the play. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Here's Thompson. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 14 yards that time for number 14. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Thompson. He rifles one that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's good for a Salt Lake City 1st down.
Yellow,
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday night prime time. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here we ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
A gain of 12 yards. And a Salt Lake City 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Riverhawks.
Ready,
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
ready, ready. 50, green. Ready.
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
So possession goes over here on the punt. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Into Dublin, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Play action here. Thompson. Underneath from Miller.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Shoot us this.
60 Bison.
Thompson going to throw it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Dublin first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Again, Thompson's going to throw this.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's another Dublin first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw, Thompson. Targets Miller here on the out route. He's got him.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Down at the 9-yard
From the
line.
9, 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Thompson.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This one of these niggas is garbage. Got a hand in there. Okay. I'm about to say the defense is reacting good then, because that was bullshit. I'm about to say this bitch nigga just dropped y'all already.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Touchdown! Devon Valen, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Orbits are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming. And I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Ready?
And that was going to be off target and incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ready?
Throwing now, DeVito. Now we're behind his man, incomplete. critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Well, they tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the shot right. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To the air is DeVito. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Riverhogs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Dublin's offense now set to take over. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. No, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Here's Clifford. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
He was brought down by Isaiah McGuire. An 8-yard loss on the play.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
19-18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Pope. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
A gain of 6
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Clifford throwing for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
61, 66 shit. I'd rather go with this.
Now it's Clifford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Tell by when the defense is controlled by itself, the defense shows.
They'll throw it again with Clifford. And that'll be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
Come on, set. Hut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
Here we go, set. Blue, 32.
Start off week 5. They're boosted to me, but shit. Gotta be biased.
Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Suck. Block for their quarterback, they drop balls. Shit.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Salt Lake City, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dubliners, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
They might be the weakest team. I don't know. They're 0-5 right now, though. That show a lot. Signing off on that ReeceMustSee TV. It's that Global Football League, that ReeceMustSee Football Network. Let's get it.